If you're like me and you jumped into Call of Duty World War II expecting that today, as Tuesday, like every other Tuesday in past events, we'd end up seeing a slight refresh in the way that World War II has content on offer. We normally see refreshes every single Tuesday to jump into the second or third, whatever week we're in, of that current event. That's just when things happen, but unfortunately today we jumped on and did not actually see any real new content given to us. We did, of course, get the updates to the daily and the weekly orders as well, but other than that, that was about it. So today I want to talk to you guys about what we have that actually changed today, but also what we have on offer for this upcoming week, because it was detailed officially now to us, the plans for this kind of elongated update. Today's update was very small, but it does have a little more things in terms of a playlist update tied along with it, but at a later point during the weekend. So that said, we're going to talk about that here at this and let you know about week 2 today and of course in the future for Liberty Strike in Call of Duty World War II. So that said, let's jump right into it. First things first, again, I was kind of curious that we see normally these things refresh on a Tuesday, but today it actually didn't. And earlier in the day, Sledgehammer actually tweeted me whenever I tweeted them the question, hey, at Sledgehammer Games, is there a weekly refresh / playlist update for today's start of the week 2 of Liberty Strike on deck? I know we got a new contract and new orders, but I'm wondering if we'll get new featured modes among other things, to which they said, we've got Midweek Mobilization coming tomorrow, but no new playlists today. Stay tuned. So to me, I initially thought, okay, maybe we'll see something tomorrow with the Midweek Mobilization update that they detailed in that tweet. But that's not the case. That's actually going to come later in the week, but what did change was, again, firstly, the orders and the contracts. If you take a look at the orders and contracts today, of course, you still have that daily weapon order, which will change out by the time if you watch this tomorrow, but for those of you watching today, I guess I can detail it for you. 25 headshots with rifles for the epic Old Captain BAR. The dailies, of course, all change out and everything will be switched up tomorrow, save, of course, those two that we still continue to see, those being for the Freedom Fighter set of things in which you first get, I believe, a uniform, then a weapon bribe, then a helmet bribe, and I think a charm is the fourth and final one, and after that, you end up getting daily once you complete all 4 of those, a kill order in which you get a supply drop for a certain amount of kills every single day that you can just keep refreshing, but we also end up seeing that the Liberty Strike bribes are still available from the Quartermaster now for every 30 matches completed. Those are daily, so you can stock up on those as much as you can possibly complete them. Again, my best suggestion for these is Infected, not only because it chips away at the community challenge, but it's about a 3-4 minute turnaround for each match. So you can grind these out way faster than any other game mode you would be able to. And so therefore, if you of course complete these in one day, you can go into the next and get another one on top of that. Now, if you do activate one day and then complete it the next, of course, you'll be able to pick up that other day's order for the Liberty Strike bribe. It just might take a few minutes to actually register and refresh that you end up having it for that day, not that you completed on that day. So in that sense, they're all the same. They was actually detailed. These will be staying like this, so I can't imagine they're going away anytime soon. So stock up on those, because while Liberty Strike has less collections overall than some other collections we've seen previously, it's a nice way to get a decent head start or chip away at a big portion of them if you're guaranteed 1 item per bribe. As for the weeklies, you end up having rare supply drops for the rewards for the challenges of get 75 multi-kills, get 500 kills, and get 350 kills in domination. So all kill oriented, one of course straying away and going into one specific game mode, and that's about it for those daily and weekly orders. But going over and paying our favorite bloke a visit in the Quartermaster, Butcher has on offer a brand new weapon contract for this week that did actually refresh today. That's of course something that, again, as with these daily and weeklies, are stable and are going to always change out on Tuesday. But today we do end up seeing the Stinger is available from him in the Quartermaster for 5,000 armory credits, and it's actually a rather easy one if you ask me. This being one for an hour and 20 time frame. All you have to do is get 10 headshots with LMGs to unlock this. Now, if you guys have any of the other LMGs, the iron sights are pretty solid on a lot of them. MG81 is still probably my favorite here at that one, the Dark Lord. Iron sights to me are just absolutely so much fun to use and still very easy to manage, even though they are a little bit over the top in some sense. But a lot of times the LMGs are very easy to control. You just gotta aim a little bit higher if you don't normally get headshots with LMGs, but that's something you take advantage of. As for the other things, once again, the weekly challenges haven't really changed out all that much. Again, still the Moonraven contracts are there for those guys that want some zombies uniforms in multiplayer. And that's really all that we had changed today. But as for what we have up on deck, and again, things that are going to push into the future, this is where we can start to look at this now. If you take a look at the actual official calendar for Call of Duty World War II's Liberty Strike event, we end up seeing that week 2 is finally detailed to us, and we have some insight into some more things, including what Sledgehammer detailed on Twitter, but we'll talk about that in just a second. Firstly though, coming back a little bit to the orders, we end up seeing special orders available available in 2 days in particular out of this week. Starting tomorrow, you'll have the ability to complete 25 matches for an infantry uniform bribe, and that's something that may be worth it, but the one thing that I'm definitely going to be trying to take advantage of more so than that one is going to come on Thursday, that being the complete 65 matches for a weapon bribe. Now, this is very similar to what we've seen already with the Liberty Strike bribes and the Freedom Fighter weapon bribes, but this is a weapon bribe overall. Any DLC weapon you don't have at the moment, it'll be available for you guys if you end up completing this. And for 65 matches, once again, Infected, definitely the way to go for these kind of things. It will take a little bit more time than what we see in the daily stuff, but I think it'll be worth it if you're guaranteed a DLC weapon here for this just by simply playing the game. It just might take a little bit more time than you may have hoped. Additionally, Midweek Mobilization is coming tomorrow until Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be double XP in Ground War modes across the board. So presumably Ground War Mosh Pit and Ground War War as well. You'll be able to take advantage of double XP for those specific featured playlists. Always fun with double XP, but then we end up seeing the Weekend Warfare being something that's a little bit more alluring for those players that want to grind out the game. You actually get it in both fronts, zombies as well as multiplayer, but Weekend Warfare will start on Friday on July 13th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and go until Monday, the 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be global double XP for everything, and that's across the board, zombies and multiplayer. Every playlist in multiplayer, TDM, hardcore, search and destroy, the featured modes like Infected, all that's going to be double XP, so if you're playing multiplayer, you're going to get a little bit of ranking up in no matter what, whether you like it or not. I can't imagine why you wouldn't, but then also Zombies has double XP as well, so if you zombie slayers out there looking to grind those leaderboards and the ranking in there, you have double XP also, so this is a good weekend definitely to play the game, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And one of the big reasons it's going to be a lot of fun is because we end up seeing actually 2 game modes introduced for this weekend only. Unfortunately, it's not something that, like we said, usually refreshes on Tuesday, so it's not a full week, unfortunately. That was one thing that going into today's stream that I had, I was initially thinking that was going to be the case, because, again, every single event that we've seen so far, we don't really have those weekend playlists of game modes. That's usually available all week. But that is something that this week only, once again tying in with Weekend Warfare, we'll have it from Friday, July 13th at 10 a.m. to Monday, July 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The game modes of One Shot and Hardcore Ricochet will be coming back for this weekend only again. So take advantage of that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And unfortunately, dude, I have no luck with One Shot. I missed the last time it was added in for World War II as well because I was traveling. I'm going on a vacation with some family here for this weekend, and I'm going to miss a big portion of that, but hopefully should be able to catch the very beginning and the tail end of it. But regardless, that's going to be available to play for those of you guys that don't know what it is. One Shot is a sniper-only game mode, and Hardcore Ricochet is all the hardcore modes, but instead of shooting teammates and having it kill them, instead the damage will ricochet back onto you. So if somebody steps into your bullets, it's going to come back and hit you, and same thing goes with the lethal streaks as well. If you drop a bomb on a teammate or something like that accidentally, it'll kill you instead of them. And that's something that the hardcore community has wanted for quite some time. It was actually even voted that Hardcore Ricochet should be the way the hardcore modes move going forward, but unfortunately that actually never got transitioned into being so. So we get this as a Weekend Warfare playlist as well for this weekend. Gonna be a lot of fun to play out both those, so definitely jump on and take advantage of those. Additionally, the final thing detailed by the actual calendar of events is, of course, the community challenge. To continue that, we're going to hit tier 2 probably tonight or tomorrow morning at some point, but tier 3 is more than attainable within this week 2 of Liberty Strike, so I'm definitely expecting that to happen at some point as well. And one thing that isn't detailed on the calendar and really isn't anything that we're guaranteed to actually interact with as players is one thing though of the Sledge stream. That's something that's happening today, and that actually might be something that we see on Thursday or Friday as a sort of part of this update and playlist update that may go live. If we see a playlist update going live on Friday, giving us a brand new game mode, if there are changes actually adjusted to World War II's Cavalry Division that is going to be discussed on this live stream, it might happen at that point. So that might be why it's a little bit later in the week or something like that, but again, we don't know exactly. Other than that, that's really all that changed today, and what will change with week 2 of the Liberty Strike event here in Call of Duty World War II, the update for this. I'm still kind of surprised we didn't see an actual playlist update today to give us one of these brand new modes leading into next week as well. Seemed kind of easy to me in my mind to put 2 weeks left and 2 game modes left of what was detailed together to get 1 mode a week, but I guess that's not how things are going to run here, unfortunately, but that's something that we now will see, a progression in this update coming as the week actually unfolds. But That said, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you guys a little upset we didn't actually get a brand new playlist for today out of the Liberty Strike event, or are you guys okay with getting 2 on the weekend instead? If there's anything else you want to add as well, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding Call of Duty World War II, or anything else regarding Call of Duty in general. Information, updates, news, best class apps, tips, tricks, all that good stuff. We got you covered here up on the channel, so if any of that interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. If you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that's the best place to connect me outside of YouTube. Practically live on Twitter, so if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below for you guys to check out. Love to get connected with you guys a little further, so if you want to, feel free to toss a follow. And of course, if you guys also want to follow me over on Instagram as well, link is down there in the description below. Getting a little more active over there, so if you guys want to stay up to date on that front as well, that link is also in the description below. But all that said and out of the way, hope you guys had a fantastic day. Thank you all so much for watching. Looking forward to grinding out some week 2 of World War II Operation Liberty Strike. I'll see you guys out there. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching. Take care and peace.